And now we'll have a wrap of all the sample count numbers that we have for you earlier. So let's take a quick look at the 32 constituencies that we've just covered. Now, starting with Aljunied GRC, this is a Workers' Party stronghold. WP with 59% against PAP with 41%. And coming up next, we have Ang Mo Kio GRC, a PAP stronghold, this time helmed by Senior Minister Lee Hsien Loong. 79% of the votes against the PPP with 10% and SUP with 11%. Next up, we have Bukit Gombak SMC, the PAP pulling strongly as well, 75% against the PSP's Harish Pillay with 25%. Bukit Panjang SMC, a closely watched one, but the PAP taking this one for now at 62% against SDP's Paul Tambaya, 38%. Again, this is a sample count, so do take note of that, and we'll wait for the results to come in. Bishan Toa GRC, another stronghold for the PAP. The PAP team led by Chee Hong Tat has 75% of the sample count against SPP's 25%. And Choa Chu Kang GRC, PAP with 63% against PSP's 37%. And next up, East Coast GRC, a closely watched constituency, PAP with 59% against Workers' Party, taking 41% of the sample count. And Hokang SMC, 63% of the votes go to Workers' Party's Dennis Tan and 37% to Marshall Lim from the PAP. Next up, Holland Bukit Timah GRC, a strong 80% goes to the PAP team against Red Dot United's 20%. And up next, let's look at Jalan Besar GRC, 75%, another strong lead for the PAP against PAR's 25%. And again, let's look at Jurong Central SMC, a new SMC here. Sia Yao Chuan pulling very strongly, 81% for the PAP against Red Dot United's Kala Manikam with 19% of the sample count. Jurong East Bukit Batok GRC, a newly carved GRC, PAP's team led by Grace Fu with 76% of the sample count against RDU's 24%. And a close fight here, Jalan Kayu SMC. PAP's Ng Chee Meng, 52% of the sample count against Andre Lo's 48%. This falls within the margin of error of up to 5%. And Kebun Baru SMC now, Henry Kwek, 66%. PSP's Tony Tan with a 34%. Up next, Mountbatten SMC. The PAP newcomer Goh Soo Kee, 62% of the sample count, and Jeremy Tan, independent candidate, taking 38% of the sample count. Marymount SMC, Gan Sia Huang from the PAP with 71% of the votes against PSP's Jeffrey Koo with 29%. And let's take a look at more sample count numbers that we have for you. Marsiling UT GRC, helmed by Prime Minister Lawrence Wong, 74% of the sample count against SDP's 26%. And at Nee Soon GRC, another strong lead, 74% to the PAP against RDU's 26%. More numbers for you. Punggol GRC, a closely watched one, a close fight here, 54% to the PAP, the Workers' Party, with 46%. In Pasir Ris Changi GRC, a new GRC, the team led by Indrani Raja, 67% against SDA's 33%. And in Pioneer SMC, PAP's Patrick Tay with 66% and 34% goes to PSP newcomer Stephanie Tan. In Potong Pasir SMC, the three-cornered fight, PAP's Alex Yeo, 71%, PAR 8% and SPP with 21% of the sample count. In Queenstown SMC, a strong lead for Eric Chua, the PAP, 82% against PAR's Mahabub Bacha with 18%. Radin Mas SMC, this three-cornered fight goes to the PAP, 69% for Melvin Yong, independent candidate Darryl Low with 24% and PAR with 7%. And Sembawang GRC, now another three-cornered fight, the PAP taking 67%, the SDP with 31% and NSP with just 2% of the sample count. Next up, Sembawang West SMC, another close contest here. PAP's Poli San just pulling slightly ahead with 53% and the SDP's Chee Soon Juan with 47%. In Sengkang GRC, the WP seems to be keeping their votes 56% against PAP's 44%. And next up, Tampines Changkat SMC, a new SMC here, another close fight. Desmond Chu from PAP with 55%. The Workers' Party taking 45% here. Tampines GRC, the only four-cornered fight in this election. The PAP with 53% of the sample count. The Workers' Party here with 46%. The PPP with 1% and the NSP with 0% of the sample count. In Tanjung Pagar GRC, a strong lead for the PAP, 81% and 19% for PAR. West Coast Jurong West GRC, another key battleground, PAP with 61% and the PSP with 39%. And the final one for you in Yio Chu Kang SMC, a strong lead by the PAP, Yip Hon Weng with 76% and PAR's Michael Fang with 24%. And that's a wrap of the sample count numbers that we have for you at the moment.